Star Wars is a long, continuous story that is ever-changing. Small changes to the timeline that we know and love would create dire differences in the story following. In today's What If, we are going to discuss what would have happened if Anakin lost the Podrace on Tatooine. When Qui-Gon Jinn found Anakin Skywalker, he was just a slave boy, however he immediately noticed that he was strong with the Force. Discovering his midi-chlorian count to be larger than that of even Yoda, Qui-Gon was convinced that Anakin was the chosen one. When it came to freeing Anakin from Watto, Qui-Gon needed Anakin to win the Podrace, which in the main timeline obviously he does. So what if Anakin actually lost the Podrace? How would that change the story and timeline that we all know and love today? Our story begins right after the race has finished, where Qui-Gon speaks with Watto. Qui-Gon explains to Watto that he will be taking Anakin as it is his birthright to be trained in the arts of the Jedi Order. Qui-Gon does leave Watto with a large sum of money and resources provided from the Jedi in order to ensure Anakin's freedom. And with that, the slave boy Anakin Skywalker was free. He takes Anakin back to Coruscant, where he is presented in front of the Council. Similar to the Phantom Menace, Anakin is denied entrance into the Order, which causes Qui-Gon to get upset. He is the chosen one, how can you not see this? Qui-Gon continues to argue his case with the Council, but they do not budge. He knows how essential it was for the survival of not only the Jedi, but the Republic, that Anakin is trained in the Force. He ultimately decides that if they will not allow Anakin to join the Order, he has to teach Anakin himself. Then and there, Qui-Gon leaves the Jedi Order with Anakin for good. For the next 10 years, Anakin and Qui-Gon would grow very close. Qui-Gon would become a father figure for the boy. Anakin would learn the ways of the Force, how to control and harness his abilities for the benefit of the galaxy. Traveling around the galaxy with his master, they would visit different Jedi temples, completing tasks and missions to further his knowledge of the Force. The two would head to Ilum, where Anakin would discover his Kyber crystal and create his first lightsaber. Qui-Gon taught Anakin Form 4 fighting style, or better known as Ataru. This was the most acrobatic form that Qui-Gon specialized in, and soon Anakin would too. Qui-Gon was the perfect master for Anakin. He was the father figure he needed and could guide him better than Obi-Wan ever could. Throughout these 10 years, Palpatine managed to become the Supreme Chancellor and stay in power long after his term expired from the request of the Senate. Palpatine and Maul remained in the shadows. Palpatine had spent most of his time brewing the eventual Clone Wars, which would help him to wipe out the Jedi. But he didn't fully believe in Darth Maul. He thought that his arrogance would be his downfall, so Palpatine was constantly on the search for someone better. One day in a meeting with the Jedi, he learnt more about Qui-Gon leaving the Order, claiming to have found the Chosen One. Palpatine wished to find this boy, to which the Jedi Council simply told him of Qui-Gon's location, as they had kept tabs on him over the years. That night, Palpatine and Maul flew to where they would find Qui-Gon Jinn and Anakin Skywalker. Qui-Gon immediately senses a disturbance in the Force as he and Anakin leave their hut to see two figures walking towards them. Anakin, leave your master. It is time you learn the true nature of the Force, the dark side. Without even replying or acknowledging his words, Anakin and Qui-Gon ignited their lightsabers. Palpatine twirled towards them and began swinging his blade ferociously at Qui-Gon as Anakin leaped over to Darth Maul. Each side dueling their hearts out, knowing the outcome is life or death. Anakin knew he could outskill Maul. Yes, he was strong in the Force, but not nearly as strong as the Chosen One. As Maul moves his right foot in the wrong direction, Anakin takes advantage of this opportunity and strikes Maul through the chest, ending his life. Anakin turned to see his master in trouble. The immense speed of Palpatine felt too much for Qui-Gon as he struggled to raise his saber to defend against each aggressive attack from the Sith Lord. Anakin raced over to help his master like Obi-Wan sprinted to him in The Phantom Menace. Before Anakin could reach Qui-Gon, Palpatine disarmed him and sliced the crimson blade through his stomach, causing Qui-Gon to fall to the ground, taking his last breath. Anakin screamed in pain and anger at losing his master. It would not be long before Anakin reached Palpatine face to face, summoning Qui-Gon's lightsaber to his hand, wielding two as he began focusing his strikes on Palpatine. Remembering his training, he leaped over the top of Palpatine using the acrobatic form style of Otaru to gain positional leverage in the fight. Despite Palpatine's immense speed that never slowed, Anakin was able to match it. He locked blades with Palpatine before cutting the handle of his lightsaber and decapitating Palpatine, giving him no chance of recovery. The Sith Lord was once and for all dead. Master Yoda and Mace Windu would arrive to see Anakin standing alone above the dead bodies. The two masters stay fixated on Chancellor Palpatine, someone who came so close to ending the Jedi once and for all. They had been fooled for the last 10 years of their lives. Yoda welcomes Anakin to the temple. He realizes the mistakes of the Jedi and the dangerous path they were heading down. Yoda decides to alter parts of the Jedi Code. He changed the age younglings could join the Order, as well as adhering to the rules around attachments. Yoda knew that if they were to stay on the same path, eventually someone strong in the Force would grow to destroy the Jedi. Thanks for watching, I really hope you enjoyed it. And as always, have a good day everyone.